broadcasting live from the land of 10,000 lakes. Your official guide to the Northwest Metro. The food, the people, the entertainment, and of course, the latest real estate news. Welcome to the Northwest Metro Real Estate Report. And now your host, a licensed realtor specializing in new construction, helping build new communities in the Northwest Metro, Amanda Galindo.
Hey everyone, it's Amanda Galindo here with Progressive Builders, and I'm super excited to interview Kitty Baltos. She is with the Community Center here in Monticello, and I love the Community Center just because I'm from Monticello. I have 3 kids. It's a great amenity to have. We can bring the kids in the wintertime to go swimming. They have a rock climbing wall, but I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'm going to let her explain all the awesome benefits about the Community Center. So thank you so much for having the interview. I'm super excited to do it.
Yeah, thanks, Amanda. This will be really fun.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
How long have you kind of been in the area? How long have you been
Sure.
at the community center?
Okay. We moved here in 1985. My husband's job brought us here, and so I'm originally from Michigan, Michigander. But I was an at-home mom with my kids when they were younger, and then I started working at the health club in town. A lot of people will remember it used to be Monticello Athletic Club, then Life Fitness Centers, then Synergy. Mm-hmm. I worked there for a long time, loved working with Janelle and Todd Swanson. Cool. I also was the director of the Chamber of Commerce for a few years, so that was really wonderful to be able to work with the businesses. And then before the Community Center opened in 2000, I was hired in 1999 as the director here of the Community Center. So I've been very fortunate to be here from the start, have some input in the building and its amenities and policies. And so, yeah, it's been pretty exciting. Awesome. So now my kids are grown, and I have 4 grandchildren with my daughter and my son. You know, hopefully someday soon we'll see some grandchildren there.
Fun.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of expansion too with the community center. I mean, it didn't originally start as what it is today.
Correct.
So what did it start out as?
So a lot of the basics are still here. So we had the pool and the water slide that we now have. We had the climbing wall, the indoor play area, fitness area, but the things, the gymnasium, the walking track, but the things that we've been able to add is we've been able to expand the fitness area. We did that at the end of 2012, so pretty much opened in 2013, and we put new equipment in there. We've expanded personally, or I should say professionally, outside in a programming sense. So we do the farmers market that happens in the library parking lot. That is run by our programming department. Okay. We have a community garden for our residents, and that is just behind the community center, and that's a part of our programming department. We also run the softball leagues out at the city fields, and we take care of the concessions out there. We do the men's hockey leagues at the ice arena, as well as the public skates at the ice arena. So
that's awesome. I didn't know any of that. I just thought that it was more, the community center, the fitness center. I've been here for, chamber events.
Sure.
I've had friends, and I know people that have hosted their weddings and stuff here too. So
we have a really beautiful banquet facility. A few years ago, we kind of just in response to the difficulties that brides were having decorating, because it's such a busy day, we started decorating services. And so now we drape and we do the decorating for weddings. So it's really nice for a bride when they come in, they just drop off their centerpiece and we lay it out. And so it just makes their day go a lot smoother. But we probably do, between 30 and 40 receptions every year. But the room where we do the banquets, it's called our Mississippi room, is just such a busy room. We do Weight Watchers is in there every week. We do a lot of conferences. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people come over here and do their large conferences here. We do business trade shows here. So it's a super busy room for us. We're really happy to see that people really have embraced that room and really, really use it quite a bit.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. There's a lot of room for meetings and stuff like that. It always accommodated the chamber when I was a part of that. So.
Yeah, and we do have other meeting rooms too. So you don't have to be in the huge 300-person room.
Yep.
we just did the candidate forum a couple weeks ago for the chamber. So
And that's where they hold the city council meetings also,
the city
too.
council meetings, the planning commission, and the economic development authority meetings.
Okay.
Because we have the equipment to video record
Okay.
all of those meetings, so then they are played publicly. So that's our staff that takes care of the recording.
Awesome.
We take care of that. Yeah. So we sort of try and have our fingers into every little thing that we can get our fingers into, because we just feel like, you know, the community center is about community and family. And so we want to be involved in whatever way, you know, people can participate. So, for example, movies in the park, that's us. We do the movies in the park 3 times a year in the summer.
I love the movies in the park. Though we've
Fabulous.
tried to go there a couple times, but the weather was not cooperating. This last summer it was so busy, but the one year we were over on, where was it? Over by Beldy Chiropractic. And it was just a nightmare. The wind was blowing. I'm like, shoot.
It was, that was Ghostbusters.
Yes.
And we had the Ghostbusters car there and everything. It was so fun.
Yeah.
We have had much better luck. I mean, every once in a while we have a bad day, but this year we were able to get all 3 of our movies in. We did have to cancel one and move it to a different day, but we were able to get them all 3 in. And last year we were able to get all 3 of our movies in. So we feel really fortunate about that, because in Minnesota, you know, you just never quite know what the weather's going to do. And because it's a blow up screen, it's not just rain. Yeah, it's wind. And that's the movie that we had to cancel this year. It was because the wind was too high. The screen literally couldn't stay up. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do a lot of things. We work closely with the Parks Department, and we do work closely with the Chamber of Commerce, you know, to do community events and things like that. So it's a lot of fun.
That's great.
There's always something new. Now, last weekend we just had the Kitty Parade, you know, well over 400 children went through the, you know, trick-or-treating line, and we had some great businesses that were here giving out candy, and then we're, you know, had bounce houses in the gym and photography and crafts, and it was super fun. Yeah.
And I like that in Monticello, the business community is really involved with, you know, like the community center and the Chamber of Commerce, like the business people that have been around for a while, and even new ones. Like there's a young professional group that are really getting involved with different things, and that's why I love Monticello, and that's why I want to stay in this area and the schools and stuff.
Exactly, and that's exactly, you know, we couldn't do these community events because, I mean, they cost us money, but we get sponsors, and we get great sponsors. Our movies are all sponsored. You know, the run that we do, the trail run that we do at Bertram in September, that's completely sponsored. Our Kitty Parade was sponsored. You know, we have sponsors for entertainment at the farmers market. I mean, we just have really super terrific businesses in this community that have really committed themselves to the community center and the community events that happen in this town. And let's face it, that's what makes a town a town. You know, when people can get together and, you know, do something fun for whatever holiday is upcoming, and, you know, meet their neighbors and meet new people. And, you know, so our next big event will be a Santa event. So we'll have Santa
we've done that
here.
before with the kids.
Yep, we'll have Santa here, and we work with ECFE, and so they have lots of fun activities, and it's a really super fun event. So that'll be the beginning of December that we'll do that. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about like the fitness stuff. You guys have classes.
We do. So of course now we expanded the fitness area, so we have 1,000 extra square feet, which was really nice because we were able to put more equipment in there, but we were able to open up a space where people can do, you know, if they need to stretch or maybe do some abdominal work, or they just want to do body work, you know. So we've kind of got a nice open area for that. So we're really excited about that. About 3 years ago, we took a room that was utilized very heavily on the weekend for parties and rentals, but it wasn't really used very much during the week, and we converted a large section of it to a group exercise room.
So that's where you do Zumba and stuff.
Exactly. So we put in a good floor, mirrors, stereo system, microphone system, nicer lighting, you know, so we can still use it for rentals on the weekends when classes are not happening. But we're running over 35 classes per week now of all varieties. I mean, it's just all over. You know, yoga. We do silver sneakers. Those are senior classes that are heavily attended. And then we do, you know, like you said, we do Latin hip hop or Zumba, and we do HIIT, and we do, which is high intensity interval training, and Tabata, which is sort of a kind of a formatted class, and then Killer Core and Body Blast classes. We've got
Everything.
We've got everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys open up early too at 5:30?
We do. Monday through Friday, we open at 5 a.m. Yep. Because we are a commuter community. And so it's nice to be able to be open so people can get their workout done before they need to get on the road and go to work.
Yep.
You know, it's for a lot of people, and we have a lot of people that come early in the morning. It's so nice for them because they're done for the day in terms of workout.
Yep.
They can start their day, work, go home, and have dinner with their family.
Yep.
You know, but then, you know, we've got a lot of classes. So we have some classes that start at 5 or 5:15 in the morning, and then we've got classes that are now, like I just heard the music go on in the group exercise room. So some classes are starting there right now. We run them in the morning, starting at 9.
Yep.
And then we run them in the late afternoon, 5 o'clock and on.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then there's the walking track is actually free to members
completely
too.
Free. That was a decision that the council made before we opened the facility. You know, we were talking about pricing, and I recommended a price, and they actually said, you know what, we'd like the walking track to just be free for everyone, not just residents, but for everyone. And I think it's been a really fabulous amenity for people.
Yeah.
We see, you know, probably close to 20,000 people use that walking track every year. And that's the people that sign in. But I see a lot of members use it, you know, kind of as they're waiting between sets or, you know, as their warm up or their cool down. So I think, you know, probably we see a lot more people on that walking track. And as a matter of fact, kind of interesting, Xcel Energy and their security department uses our walking track as a part of their testing training for their security.
Oh, wow.
That's
neat.
It is. It's kind of cool. I think it's interesting for people to see that, you know, so yeah, so it's pretty cool. So,
Well, and especially now with the cold months coming,
exactly.
you know, people want to get a workout in.
Right.
And they maybe don't want to buy a membership for the next 3 months or 4 months.
Exactly.
Or 8 months. Hopefully it's not too long.
Yeah, hopefully not. Oh, gosh. We'll have to look at the Farmer's Almanac and see how long we're in for a cold winter.
Yeah.
So hopefully it won't be like last year.
I know. I hope it's not.
I know.
It's been holding off, so.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful fall.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
And so then you also have some additional things that are held in the gym on, you know, once in a while basis, like the wedding expo is coming up.
Correct.
Is there any other events throughout the year that you guys
we
do in there?
Women of Today does a craft show twice a year. So they'll do one in the spring, March, and then they have their fall craft show. So that's coming up this weekend, November 1st.
Okay.
The Senior Center runs their craft show in conjunction with the Women of Today. So they actually advertise together. So that's in our banquet room.
Okay.
And so they do a wonderful job. And they have a nice Sloppy Joe lunch that people can buy. It's a great fundraiser for the Senior Center. So
nice.
Yeah, so it's really great. Yep, we have the wedding expo then the next weekend. You know, I'm trying to think. The National Guard does drill here. So
And they have offices here too.
Correct. Their offices are here, and then their unit is here. You know, obviously they drill 12 months of the year, 1 weekend, 12 months of the year. 1 month of the year they do, I forget what they call it. They have all kinds of initials, but they do their 2-week training. So 11 months out of the year, they're drilling. They're not always here. They're probably here 6 or 7 times a year. They try and get out to Camp Ripley to do their drilling.
Okay. Yep.
So oftentimes, you know, it's kind of nice because you'll see our National Guardsmen and women in the hallway, you know, just intermingling with people who are climbing or using the swimming area. And so it's kind of cool. It's an opportunity for people to kind of have up close and personal with our National Guard. So, but they do use the gym in our meeting rooms when they're here. So,
Awesome.
yeah, so that does close the gym. I'm trying to think of some of the other things. A lot of the other things are more things that we do, you know, so the kiddie parade, the seniors do their pancake breakfast here. Oh, Swan River does their breakfast with the Easter Bunny here.
And that's the Montessori school.
Correct.
Right across the parking lot.
Across the parking lot, yep. So they do a really good job with that. So yeah, there's, you know, kind of a lot. But for the gym, what we try and maintain is having it open as often as possible, because the schools are so busy that you can't just drop in and play basketball there or, you know, throw the ball around or whatever.
Yeah.
So we try and keep our gym open most of the time so that people can just drop in and shoot hoops if they want, or toss the softball around or the football or whatever. So we work really hard to maintain an open gym most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time when I've come here, the gym's been open just a couple times a year.
Yep, and I think people appreciate that. I mean, we've had a lot of requests, you know, can you do a league? Can you do a volleyball league? Can you do a basketball league? Can you do a soccer? You know, but again, the hard thing is it closes the gym off to people, and so we prefer to keep it open.
Cool.
So, yeah.
And then what about, tell me a little bit more about the Senior Center.
Sure. Well, the senior center is actually...
Is that part of the community center?
It's in the community center, but it's not a part of the community center. So they have their own director.
Okay.
And she's fantastic. It's one of the busiest senior centers. And I can't say that I know a lot of senior centers because I'm not quite there yet, but it is so busy. There's so many people there. They have so many great activities going on. They're always playing cards. They have great meals at lunch. They do taxes during tax season. They have drivers training because seniors can get a reduced rate if they take this driver's training. Grief support. They have choir groups, biking groups, reading groups. I mean, you name it. Pool. They play pool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we work really closely with the senior center. Nice. So they use some of our meeting rooms, as they need it. And then, we've done yoga classes in the senior center after hours, and they're just a terrific group to be associated with.
Awesome.
Yeah, their director's really fabulous. And all of the seniors they're wonderful people. They have definitely enriched our lives.
Oh, that's good.
Definitely enriched our lives. Yeah.
So if people want to get more information on maybe pricing for memberships, room information, where would they go and who would they contact to get that information?
Well, our website is just MonticelloCommunityCenter.com. Okay. Nice and long. So.
Yep. Makes sense. So MonticelloCommunityCenter.com.
Exactly. And MCC was already taken. So,
okay.
But MonticelloCommunityCenter.com. But you can contact so Tricia takes care of our room rentals. Okay. And so if you go to our contact page on there, you'll see Tricia, and it describes kind of what she does. Sarah takes care of a lot of our insurance.
Okay.
Things.
So if they need to get reimbursed.
Exactly. Okay. Yep. Or if you're a Silver Sneakers member or a Silver and Fit member. So Sarah kind of takes care of that for us. Birthday parties, we do a lot of birthday parties here. So we have a birthday party room that's poolside, and we do a lot of birthday parties here. So that information is all on our website, and all of our programs are on our website. And we do have online program registration for a lot of our programs too.
Okay.
So you don't even have to call us. You can just register for whatever you're looking for online. Cool. So yeah, we'll probably be coming up pretty quick here for our winter swim lesson registration. So if people are interested in that.
And those fill up pretty quick.
You know what they do? Because, the class sizes are not big. So, and we don't have a large pool. So we have a finite number of people that we can actually put in the pool for swim lessons. So, people, get the lesson brochure, get on our mailing list to get the lesson brochure. And you want to be there the online as soon as it opens up.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. And I actually learned more about the community center than I thought. I thought I knew everything.
Great. So, well, I like to think I know everything too, but it was really nice to chat with you. Thank you for coming in and talking to us.
And if you guys want more information about the community center, check out their website. I can vouch for it and say that it's an amazing amenity, whether you're in Monticello or the surrounding areas. So thanks, guys.